every detail. I gotta see that collar. I gotta see that fucking cross. I gotta see everything.
Yeah.
I cannot get high, and that getting high gives me fear. And that's a quality of fear to me. You go for things, you mount me, you panic, I'll tap. My breathing changes. My breathing gets shallow. Because I'm not, it's a different level. I'm not ready. My tools are, I'm far from being able to get high and fucking far from that level. So
you'll get there.
Comedy is the same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
I compare comedy to jiu-jitsu to an art. It doesn't fucking matter how you look at it. Comedy's a fucking art. And you're gonna learn something every time you go on the mat. Every time you touch that microphone, you're going to learn something. It's the same way every time you touch that mat, you're going to guarantee learn something.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come to you and say, "Dog, put your foot that way from now on when you do that sweep." You're going to go, "Oh, shit."
So,
I just got a squad win with a couple randoms.
nice.
Yeah. Open.
Let's go. That trap should have had him. That was bullshit.
All I had was a hunting rifle.
Yeah, I only have a snap. Oh, I had it. Bro, I had it.
That would have been awesome right there.
Bro, I had him. That sounds good.
What's up?
That was me.
Ah! Right in the head with a 107. Good. Where did you go, Ray?
Hey, where'd you go?
Looks like he got off, I don't know.
Hold on.
You want this door open? You need a bowl to smoke out of?
No.
Me now.
You grab a water out of the fridge and put one in it?
Yeah, that's the best when you don't want to do something. When you're sitting on your couch on a Tuesday night, you're like, fuck. I gotta drive up here for fucking $40 and a cheeseburger and do a set. God damn it, why did I agree to this shit? I want to sit home and give mama the high hard one and watch fucking NYPD Blue on fucking whatever. Next thing you go to that gig, and guess what? There's an agent there. Plus you killed. Plus the headline of the show. So you picked up $100 that the headline was gonna get. You know, and you're like, fuck. What would have happened if I would have sat on the couch tonight? Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. I would have got my dick sucked, and I would have had the same result. Look, I went to that shitty room. I ended up picking $140 up. Plus, I picked up an agent. Plus, I picked up another gig because the MC books a fucking night in fucking San Fernando Valley. I mean, that's what happened. The same thing happened with jiu-jitsu. There's nights you don't want to go to jiu-jitsu. There's days I'm like, fuck, I gotta do this, and then go to jiu-jitsu. When you go to jiu-jitsu, and it's you and him, or you and a purple belt, and he teaches you shit, and he beats the fuck out of you. It's the best class you've had in a long fucking time.
Yeah. Same thing.
What's up, BB? How's that little breath hit you a little bit, didn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah. I can see your fucking eyeballs.
I'm not sure if it was that or
I'm feeling the same way. Time for breeze. Oh, shit. Yeah, take one to go. Take two. There you go. What the fuck? Are you ready? I'm for breeze down. I'm breeze down. You fuck you. You fucking cocksucker. How you in love with comedy right now?
I love it, man. I love it, especially when it goes like the show in Frisco. We did a Belloom show before Frisco. That's the first show I did not high, and that was the best show up to that point. So I thought, okay, cool. Me and Sam are gonna go up to Frisco and then Sacramento. I was gonna do the same thing. No weed the whole day, nothing. Went up stage at Cobb's in San Francisco. It was better than the set at the Belly Room. Then, we went to Sacramento. And Sacramento was special because I tell people when they ask me about comedy, like, what's the, what do you like about it? And I tell them, I love working in front of Latin crowds. I love that because then you can just talk about your experiences growing up as a Mexican, And when I opened for you, I think 4 different times, you bring in all the Mexicans. I love working with Mexican movies. I love it. I feel really comfortable. And I also love working in front of the Tinfoil Hat Comedy Night people where everybody everybody's like, on the same page. Those are my two favorite crowds. I love it. I have, it's so much goddamn fun. Because at jiu-jitsu, well, when I first did comedy back in 2001, before 10 Planet, I went up and I did open mic nights at the Comedy Store like maybe 10 times or something like that.
Great.
Or like mixed results. But I knew, because I was already a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, I knew that comedy was just like jiu-jitsu. I'm like, damn, you can't just go up there and just talk shit like you can in the locker room at school. You have to have work ethic and practice and go out 3-4 nights a week just like jiu-jitsu. I knew, I'm like, damn, I could do this, but I'd have to have because I didn't have any public speaking experience other than DJing at a strip club. That's not real. But like real public speaking experience, I didn't have any of that. So I knew I needed a lot of work. So then, I was writing with Joe. We had all these sketches. We wanted to pitch a sketch comedy show back then. And then he ended up getting signed by Comedy Central to do The Man Show after Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel left. Him and Doug Stanhope came in and did the comedy, did The Man Show. And I came in as one of Joe's writers because we were already writing a bunch of sketches. We had like 30 sketches ready to go. We were trying to do like a Dave Chappelle type show. And music has always been number one to me. So comedy was just like something that I loved, but music was always number one. So I decided at that point, you know what? I don't have time to put into stand-up comedy, and it's too much work. But I'll help Joe write some sketches. I go, that was cool. So working at Comedy Central sucked. I hated it so much. That's an hour story. It was terrible. So as I was on The Man Show, I went to Brazil and did Abu Dhabi 2003. I beat Hoyler Gracie, who at that point was, the god of featherweight division. Nobody even scored a point against him 3 years in a row. I tapped him out. It was Brazil. It was the biggest upset in jiu-jitsu history at one point. And then I came back. I said, fuck comedy. I'm just going to teach jiu-jitsu, until my music blows up. That's what I thought, because it was always about the music. So I called Joe. I'm like, thank you for fucking fighting for me and getting me the job, but I don't want to work there. I'm done with that shit. I've seen Hollywood. I'm like, I don't want nothing to do with Hollywood. Even today, don't want to do it. That's bullshit. It was a horrible experience. Well, anyways, so I opened up 10 Planet, but I never stopped writing. I would always write, and I would always have the habit of, if I come up with an idea, I'd write it. I had so many notes, and I thought maybe in a couple of years I'll go back and try some stand-up again. And then it was 5 years, and it was 7 years, and it was 8 years, and then it was 10 years, and then it was like 15 years, and I still hadn't gone back, but I had all of these ideas. So then I just decided, last year, I thought, maybe teaching jiu-jitsu was enough public speaking experience, because I'd always try to do stand-up as I teach. I do seminars. I never start a seminar with, right away and get into techniques. I always like bullshit for about 5 minutes, and then sometimes some stand-up comes up, you know what I mean? So I was wondering if that would translate. Was 15 years of that, would I be able to get up on stage at the Comedy Store and be better than I was back then when I was doing open mics and I totally sucked? So that was always in the back of my mind, so I decided to do it. I told Sam. I knew Sam before 10 Planet. I knew Sam back in the day when I met you, before 10 Planet. I knew you before 10 Planet wasn't even a thought. So he was doing comedy camps, and we were all into conspiracy theories together. So he put me up on a Tuesday night, and it was the first time in 15 fucking years. So I went up there, and out of all the first 10 sets, that was actually the best one. Because right when I got up there, I had the mic, and I'm like, whoa. Because my students, at school, when I start to tell a story, a lot of them are like, Coach, let's fucking start. It's 9:10. I'm bombing every night in jiu-jitsu. I bomb. They don't want to hear my shit. They want to do jiu-jitsu, and I try to tell a story, and I got to censor myself because I don't want to be too crazy. And I'm bombing every night. I don't have a mic. So when I got on stage at the Comedy Store, like the first 5 seconds, I have a mic. This is just like a seminar, and they're drunk. They don't want to do jiu-jitsu, and they want to laugh. To me, I felt right away like, oh shit, this is easy. I got a fucking mic. I'm used to doing this shit without a mic. It was like, fuck, it's like steroids.
It's a different control. Yeah. People do not understand. minutes. And you're like, I need a microphone. Shut the fuck up.
You fucking do need one.
Shut the fuck up. The microphone is the tool of tools. If there's a microphone on stage and you go up there and start on the microphone for 3 minutes, but then you want to walk away from the stage, that's one thing. That's one thing. Walking away from the mic and talking to the audience. Dude, without a microphone, you lose your shield.
Yeah.
It's really your shield.
It's the power.
So your sword is your brain and your arm and everything. But this microphone, when you grab it, it's your shield. It centers you. Even you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. But it centers you, balances you. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird not to have a microphone and then to have a microphone.
Yeah. So
you learned that in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I learned that motherfucker on stage at a place in Craig, Colorado.
No mic?
No mic. And it says, before you get the paperwork, you say this is a violent room. If shit erupts, run off to go to your room and call the management. And then the reason why the room was so bad it was because they had a mic, but you were far away from the audience.
Yeah.
That's another learning thing. If you go into a room and they're like, yeah, you stand there, but they're 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Get those people up or put me in the audience or get off the stage when the owner's not watching and go into the audience. All these things are control mechanisms that people do not know until they work without them. And then you're like, oh, now I know I got a microphone. That's why the guy with the microphone always wins in a fucking club unless you're brain dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless the comic's brain dead.
Yeah. You should be able to destroy it.
The microphone, right. But listen to what I'm saying to you. Going up without a microphone is completely different from going up with a microphone and walking away from it.
Yeah, I do that every night, and I bomb every night. So it turns out that me teaching jiu-jitsu and trying to squeeze in some jokes to people that don't want to hear them, it's like dragging logs up hills. It's like strength and conditioning, you know what I mean? So it actually translated. I didn't know if it was. I'm like, there's 15 years of me trying to tell jokes without a mic to people that don't want to hear any fucking jokes. They give me a little laughter every now and then, but they're not into it. They want to train.
Now, when John Jock taught, did he ever crack a joke from time to time?
Every now and then.
Yeah. You have to, as a teacher, you have to have some sense of humor to break the whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But in jiu-jitsu, you don't have a mic. They don't want to listen to it. But the cool thing is, they're not paying for you to be funny, so you don't have to be funny. So you could just, the jokes are like, that's just frosting on the cake, icing on the cake. That makes it a little easier because you don't have to be funny, And in seminars, they want 5 minutes of your thoughts. They do. You don't want to start out a 3-hour seminar. Okay, grab a partner, grab his left arm, put him in spider web, and go. You want to, and sometimes it's not always jokes. Sometimes I do 5 minutes on the background of the techniques we're about to get into. There's a story, then I'll tell a story that leads into. That's why we're doing spider web. You know what I mean? Like, but it's the public speaking practice that really helped.
What's the organization that you join if you want to learn how to speak publicly? And you Toastmasters.
I've never heard of it.
Is it Toastmasters?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Let me see. Look it up. Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it's so weird that
they teach you how to make toast at like weddings and shit, so you're not so uncomfortable.
Is that what it is?
It sounds like what it is.
I don't know. No.
Because everyone at some point got to give a toast, at weddings.
When I lived in Bold, I was in the transition period before I got arrested, before I kidnapped Beluch. I was in a real transition period. I was doing well, Eddie. I was really doing well. Financially, I wasn't getting rich. But from where I came from, I was doing tremendous. And all I had to do was go to this place every day and sell cars. I was doing great, Eddie. So I lived with a chick that was a redheaded chick that had big tits and a big red ass, and her mother owned a printing store in Boulder. And she was young. If I was 20, when did I get arrested? At age 87. So I was basically 87, 23. 3 and 4. I was 24 years old when I got arrested for kidnapping. So what is Toastmasters?
Just says on the, do you want to become a confident public speaker?
So I lived with a chick and a geeky guy.
Right.
The chick sold pot and had cats. And the guy, like when you walked in the guy's room to talk to him, he had a picture of a Testarossa on his wall. He had his goals written everywhere. He was an Anthony Robbins guy. He believed in the other guy. He was into everybody. This poor bastard spent all his money on just trying to be a better person, like all that stuff, like going on, what do they call those things? Not get rich seminars, but the other ones.
Self-improvement?
Like self-improvement. That's right. He was young, guys. If I was 24, he was like 23. And this is all he talked about. But he used to go to this. He used to wake up once a week, or once a month, or twice a month, and you go to this shit early and you talk. And he would say to me, dog, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're a lot better at this. Can you help me with this? And I would ask him what it would be. And I wasn't even doing stand-up then. I wasn't even doing stand-up then. I just crack jokes and fuck around in the living room at night with these guys. But he was going to this because of his fear of talking in public. And he wanted to improve. And hear you and even Lee, for example. I've thrown Lee up in some weird situations. And he's reacted positively. Like most people would go, I can't do that and run out of the fucking room. You guys, I applaud you. Because I remember you going on stage at the Comedy Store. I brought you up in 2001 on Sunday nights. On Sunday nights. Yeah, I brought you up a few times. Yeah. I think you even showcased Mitzi one night.
I know Damon Wayans was there one night on a Sunday when I went up, and it was probably the worst set ever. You know, it's the public speaking experience that really helps, man. Because, you know, and the crowd's huge too. Because like I was saying in Sacramento, they were all Mexican and they were all conspiracy theorists. So it was so much fun, man. It was so much goddamn fun. I loved it.
I mean, you know, here's the fucking craziest thing. I was thinking about the Spanish scene. When I first moved to LA, the Spanish scene here was going to be the next big thing. And they couldn't put it together. You know, George hated this guy, he hated this guy, he hated this guy. But it didn't bother me, and I'll tell you why. Believe it or not, Eddie, I would bomb in front of Spanish audience. In those days, if you watched me on K-Loco, and all those Spanish shows.
Were you too dirty?
No.
Was it you?
Oh yeah.
They didn't want to go too.
If you work my room, you gotta work them a little cleaner. Show these people older Mexicans that don't like dirty material. You know, he would always get on me. Willie Barcena would get on me. Wouldn't you change your material? Not even fucking close. I would go up there and work even dirtier. He stressed it. Rudy stressed it. And then one night, do you remember Marilyn Martinez?
Yes.
He had a gig out of town. And Marilyn and me did it. And Marilyn was up. Bro, I wasn't even there yet. As I got I was outside. Marilyn got into it with a fucking woman. The lady listened to some guy. The guy said something to her. The woman said something. Then they started throwing chairs. It was called the Brave Bull.
My mom used to go there.
Yes. When you heard something like that, it was phenomenally.
I'm on parties.
The Brave Bull had maybe 3 comedy rooms.
Oh, what?
It was huge. It was a Mexican fucking restaurant, bar, grill, entertainment, wedding, quinceañera. I mean, you go there and anything was going down.
It was a complex.
You know how many times I went down and wherever the fuck it was, and I was in a different room to do comedy? Like, I started being there with George Lopez and Pablo Francisco on a Saturday.
Oh, shit. I love that.
We were in a room that had animal heads. Like goat's heads and fucking bull. Like the hunter room. Like the guy hunted them all down. Like one of those rooms. There was a room. Bro, it was crazy, that place. And he would give me work. In the winters, they paid $40 a set. On Friday and Saturday. The summers, it went down to $25.
That's nothing.
That was nothing.
That's still.
But I didn't give a fuck. I would drive down there for $4.50. The Comedy Store Friday and Saturday. In those days, You did Universal City on Fridays for 200. Had some up and you just bombed. You just went up there to bomb. It was a dance club and they stopped the music. Bravo, and you out and they're like,
Terrible idea.
I'll mug your mother. 10 to 11 on a Friday night, and I can still make my store and still buy a package. Because now I can get a package. I fucking drive down to fucking the comedy store. That person says, Tip Top Maguna, you're whistling. Tony Bennett, cocksucker. So we get some shout outs to my man Tommy Poro, Joe Gee, One Scully One, Brian Michaels, DJ Miami Joe, Lorenzo Christopher, and Jeffrey Tolleson. I love you motherfuckers. Don't forget, July 7th, working out with Uncle Joey at the Ice House. July 13th and 14th, I'm at the South Point Casino in Las Vegas. Friday and Saturday, 7:30 show. You're out of there by 9. You're eating your wife's muffler by 10:15. You understand? And boom, we've closed out the month of July. Wise Guys, 4 shows. Friday, Saturday, working on new material, get my shit together, that's it. Fucking August, we go to Kansas City. Nashville, we go to so get ready, details coming.
Alabama?
Soon, yeah. Going to Alabama, I'm going to fucking Nashville last week, August, so get ready, guys. That's it, that's that. No, it was a fun time at Calusa Casino. If you came, thank you for the confidence builder. Fucking food is great there. The hotel, the best shower. Number 2 to the South Point, the casino. You know
things that you like about this place.
Oh my God!
What is it? Is it a lot of heads, or what does it do?
Space, heads, and the tub is brilliantly. It's not metal. It's not plastic. But it's curved like a chair that you watch TV in.
Okay.
Oh my God! And they have 3 nozzles. One that shoots at your balls. The other one hits your stomach, and the other one hits your face. So it makes ways.
How's the temperature control?
Listen to me. I had the air conditioning down to 55. I had the fireplace, portable fireplace. Because that's how I roll, you understand? I want heaven and hell. I want heat and fucking cold. And then, I got back to the show last night, maybe 10 o'clock. I ordered a little something. I had a little snacky poop. I took my anabolic fucking over-the-counter sleeping pill. I popped a couple of fucking anxiety tablets. About 10:30, I went into the fucking shower last night like a doctor. I said, take a shower. Because I hugged a couple people and shit. I want to take the germs off my neck. I said, let me take a shower and I go to the casino and gamble a little bit. I went in there about 10:30. Guess what? I woke up in that motherfucker at 12:20. Woke up.
What do you mean woke up?
Passed out there.
Where?
In the tub. With my mouth open, I almost drowned. I didn't give a fuck, Jack.
Oh, I thought you were in the casino.
I slept in the tub for an hour, for almost 2 hours. I slept in that tub. Water hit me from all angles. The best shower in the country I've been to. Second best in the South Point Casino. The South Point Casino, the shower's the size of this room. And you got nozzles everywhere with a chair. So you just put the nozzles on, you stow the chair like this, like Copernicus. Shake it. You let that water hit you for an hour.
No wonder you don't answer your phone that weekend.
Oh no, you don't hear from me at all. I get up at 4 in the morning just to take a shower till 5, then I order room service like a doctor. Come on.
Copernicus.
And I paid the $250 for smoking. It's not just sweet. I'm gonna pay $250 for smoking in the chimney. You understand? I'm in there lighting fires and shit. I don't give a fuck.
You
Jack.
prepaid the fine?
Yeah, I just take the fine. Take the 2.5. Because I'm smoking. I'm not leaving the room. That's how you do it, though. Why fuck around?
So they're always charging you, right? Every time.
No, I don't do a lot of hotels because you can't do it. You got to be polite. There's kids in the hotel. But the South Point, they put me up on top, in the top fucking room, all the way in the corner. The room is huge. So I can smoke in the bathroom, fucking, the bath, like I can smoke in the shower. You know how many times I've gone in the shower, enjoyed, and turned the shower, and I started getting cold, fucking smoking, turned it, bang one out. Come on my feet. You know how fun that is? You come on your feet, just sit there and watch it. Fuck that, though. You don't give a fuck.
Or how about when you come, like the sink is kind of clogged and it goes up to your ankles, and you come and then you have cum on your ankles because...
If you rub it to your feet, your feet get slippery.
Never had any of these problems.
Just don't stand up because the tub gets slippery.
You don't jerk off in the shower? No. Oh, that's your problem?
That's your problem. That's what I jerk off. You lay back and you bang one out like a fountain. Some of it lays on your stomach. Some of it lays on your thighs. You scratch it off. You know, like the little sticker. Remember the sticker spray they had in the 80s? Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah.
It's like sticker. Anything sticks to your leg. Any problem. It's amazing the fucking journey we've both seen ourselves do, you know. It's like still sitting here in Houston. We used to go to Houston all the fucking time.
We do that, what was that called again? Wait, it's...
10 Planet Kush.
Yes, 10 Planet Kush, that's right.
10 Planet Kush.
They're still on YouTube. You can still watch it. Like
Kush. We used to go to
UFC predictions.
UFC predictions.
Yeah.
10 Planet Kush.
We did about like 25
We would meet before you get on the plane.
Yeah.
Like you would stop and meet me on the way to the plane.
Yeah.
Me, you, Dan Hardy did one.
Yeah, yeah.
A couple of us did like some great fucking that Mexican food. I talked to those guys. For years after they closed, I kept in touch with one of the cooks.
How?
On the phone. He would call me from time to time.
Yeah.
That's how much we liked them and they liked me.
Why did you have his number?
Because he was a family. I would call him up to see if he was working.
We did most of them at Houston's
At
bar.
Houston's.
At Houston's. And generally, you make like about 5 predictions, and you would get, you know, sometimes 3 rides, sometimes 2
It
rides.
didn't matter.
You never killed it all, except the one time we decided to do it at your house. And then I ended up videotaping all your cats. I mean, like, all the cats were around, I'm videotaping them. You're giving me each story on each cat, and you know, their personalities and the background and all that shit. And for some reason, with all those cats, there was like something in the air, man. When you were ready to go, and I turned on the camera, and you went. It was 10 Planet Kush, I think episode 20. It's the one with all the cats. That one. There was some electricity in here, man. You were on fire. It was one take, we said go, and you nailed every fight. Every fight you had right. And I remember driving home. I couldn't wait to edit it because I knew there was something super special about it. I didn't know you were going to nail every fight. But that one, just with all the cats, I don't know, maybe it's true. Maybe, you know how they say that a cat's purr generates positive energy that you could pick up. You know what I mean? That's what, you know, crazy cat ladies say. I felt something. All those cats were all around, and they all, you could see their personalities, and then you picked up Fidel. You picked them up, and we start the previews or the predictions.
That motherfucker loved the camera.
Oh, man, that's one of the greatest episodes ever.
Fidel loved the camera. You had a camera on, Fidel would fucking get up and walk in the frame. Like, what's up, motherfuckers? I'm here. I'm Sag. What up? I'm Sag.
I'd love to see that actually. Like fast forward to the part where you give the predictions, because you were on fucking fire with it. It was so funny, and it was the only one. Most of them, when I was filming them, you would say like 2 or 3 things that were funny, and I'm videotaping. You could hear me laugh. This one, I was laughing the whole way through. I couldn't stop laughing. It was like when you went up to Columbus that one time when you opened for Joe and he was filming that Monkeys in Space thing. When you went up, I'll never forget ever watching the side stage. You were sweating, you were spitting, and everybody was dying. You were rushing. Like, it was just gold. It was like fire. Like, you just had magic that night. It was crazy. I'll never forget that night.
All those years opening up for Joe were fucking magical.
It was crazy. Crazy. Me and Joe were always on the side, just on the floor.
The education was mind-boggling. Joe doesn't know that I took his book. Like, John Jock gave you his black belt. Joe gave me his black belt. And I just tweaked a couple others that now we both live by, we both do. Like, I used to tell him for years, Joe, we gotta leave early on Sunday. Fuck that. I'm not getting up till 1, and I would fucking leave the night before when I'm stranded. I would fucking lose emotions and shit. And so he fucking listened. Oh, you got kids. You gotta be back on the first flight. They don't want, you what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking get up at 10 and eat breakfast and flight's delayed.
My seminars are generally on Saturday, and right when I'm done with that afternoon seminar, I'm on my way to the airport.
5 o'clock.
Back at home Saturday night with my family.
No. It's
I don't have time for vacations.
That was my apprenticeship. That's the true story. That's when I write my book on comedy, it was 10 years. Opening the show.
That was crazy.
What
a combo.
I saw it from the beginning.
And then, like, every now and then, they'd switch up. Either Duncan would be the one who opened, and then you, and then Joe, or Ari, John Heffron even. But, man, those were the days, man.
Me, and what about when it was me and Ari and Duncan?
Yeah.
There was shows. It was me, Ari, Duncan, Red Band, you, Tate in the fucking audience.
Yeah.
And Joe, we go either fucking 2 in the morning and Joe would pick up. I mean, it was fucking crazy. It was just pure. I remember renting a van in Austin.
I was single as fuck back then, so anytime Joe went on the road, he just dragged me along. You know what I mean? I went on the road. I wasn't even a comedian back then. I was just living the life of a comedian, but not getting on stage. I didn't get on the stage back then. I was watching. You were watching. Yeah.
And that's time served.
Yeah.
In my world, like Lee. Watching me going out, blah, blah, blah. That's time served.
Yeah.
That's why. That's apprenticeship. It's time served. You watched it. You see what happened.
I've seen Joe's set probably 2,000 times. Just over and over. I knew his set inside and out. I wouldn't even listen to his jokes. I would be fascinated by this, paying attention to the people. There was always 2 or 3 people, maybe 1, that wasn't laughing at all. Everyone's down. Joe's destroying. And I just find the one dude who's not laughing at all, and he's usually with his wife, and he's just sitting like this. He is not happy about his wife. Another guy making his wife laugh. He's just like, man, wow, look at that guy. He's not laughing at shit. That guy, I was fascinated with shit like that.
There's nothing worse because you see it right away. You see it right away. It sticks out like a thumb. When a woman is a fan of your comedy and her husband isn't a fan of anything, he's just a pukey guy that's a hater.
Yeah.
And in fact, she's paying for the tickets.
Yes, she dragged him out.
She dragged him out.
He didn't want, and she's laughing at every shit that isn't even jokes. She's just like, can't wait to laugh.
And the guy is furious.
Yes.
And I saw it over the years. The worst one I ever saw was Ontario. Ontario was the worst one I ever saw. When I went up first, and the guy was heckling the lessons, and the guy got really pissed. Then when Joe went up, he started heckling Joe right off the fucking bat. Like something about a wig or something. I'll never forget that. This is 2000. This is the height of fucking Fear Factor.
Yeah.
And this guy's heckling Joe, and there was a big bouncer. Do you remember that guy in Ontario?
I don't remember any bouncer.
Big, steroid free. I saw him years later, and he was skinny. I go, what happened, man? I had a heart attack. No shit. He was drinking that shit. Bro, he was, this poor guy. Well, he got the guy and threw him out, but something happened outside. There was an ugly altercation. The cops came. The chick finally got up and went outside, and she came back and started yelling. Something happened. The guy, they fucked him up before the cops got there or something. It was not bueno. But and then there was the time when I shot my special in Chicago. The guy in the front row that kept moving around and shit. Eddie, for 2 minutes I'm saying jokes. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to kick this guy in the face. Without nobody seeing it on tape. Just in my mind, I thought I could just kick him. And he would just drop, and I could just keep going, and nobody would say nothing.
Yeah, I've seen that enough where, like, now when I'm on stage, if there's a girl sitting with a guy, I'll do my best to ignore that table. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable at all, I just stare at nothing,
You don't talk to the audience. You guys are well trained in that aspect. Like, that's why I know you both studied comedy, because you don't talk to the audience.
Like asking where they're from and what.
Yeah, that's a habit you pick up in New York.
Yeah. That's a good way to get shit started, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I do that in seminars. Sometimes I'll start a seminar like, where you, I'll do a little of that, but I work the crowd. I haven't done it yet in
real time.
No. I haven't really.
Real time is a different fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because if they don't say nothing to you and that motherfucker goes silence, your heart stops. Miss a beat. Like you'll get.
And if you don't got anything funny to say off it, damn, you're risking it. Boom, you asked him, you try to ask him some shit, you can't even think of any funny shit.
Leaving my leg up at 10th Planet. You know what I'm saying? That's like putting my leg up at 10th Planet and saying, take my leg, I'm gonna block your fucking hip. You're not gonna do a thing. It's jiu-jitsu and stand-up correlate so much. And I didn't know until I joined jiu-jitsu. Because right away I improved my comedy game. Right away I saw a bunch of gaps in my a bunch of holes in my game. As soon as I was like 6-7 months into jiu-jitsu, I had so many holes in my personal life that I couldn't imagine how many I had in my comedy game. So I started to fill those fucking holes as much as I could. And my fucking writing. But I think I'm starting to overwrite, dog. Why? Because I'm not a writer. I'm the type of dude that goes out there with 3 sentences and just gets the party started with energy. I'm trying to be something I'm not, and that's what happened. Bro, you learn a lot from every time you shoot a special. I'm not good at shooting specials. I'm not a good special shooter. CDs, I'm not bad at. Specials, I'm not good at. I choke.
There's pressure. That's no joke. There's, nothing's guaranteed.
But I really had nothing to lose on this Netflix thing. I had nothing to lose.
Maybe you're just being hard. Maybe it's amazing and you're just hard on yourself. Maybe when you look back,
it's not amazing. It's not amazing. They're gonna make it look good.
Make it sound good.
But it's not gonna be fucking what I really could do, the damage I can do. Which, listen, you live and you learn, brother. 27 years, you're still living and learning. That's the beauty of this thing.
Was it like the cameras, or what do you think really affected you?
It was me. The last 2 weeks. Going into that last 2 weeks, I fucked up my mind a little bit. I did something I shouldn't have done. I went into a dark place instead of going into a better place. Purposely, just to see but it was too late to do that. I should have done that 3 or 4 weeks earlier. I decided to do that with a week left to go, which wasn't good to do. There was a lot of mistakes I made. What I did was go to places where I wasn't going to be like, I see podcast guy, laugh because they know me from podcast, Joe's podcast. But I went to places that wouldn't know me. I wouldn't put myself on the schedule. You follow me? So I saw what jokes the general public wasn't laughing at because I wanted to see what would appeal at Netflix. Because with Netflix, you're not doing a show for these people. You're doing a show for viewers. But that's what I thought.
Now you've learned it. You just gotta.
That's all bullshit. That's all.
Let them catch up to it.
That's all white talk.
Yeah.
Just be funny.
Yeah.
That's all I had to be was be funny. So last night, about an hour ago, I went up to my room and I go, what the fuck was that? 2 weeks ago, I couldn't even come up with 27 minutes. Couldn't even do 30. Didn't even have the confidence to do fucking 30 minutes.
How long ago?
2 weeks ago.
Huh.
June 4th. June 16th.
No, this is a huge 3-person build off. That dude was way the fuck up there. I dropped the building, he dropped, then died. Then, of course, my fucking build just wanted to fucking fuck up on me now.
At least you're
See the right
to see
way.
the truth and not dismiss everything. That helps comedy a lot. Is being honest with yourself. That helps in every aspect.
Yeah.
Not just comedy, but in jiu-jitsu, whether you're a plumber, whether you're an author, whether you're a writer, it helps in every fucking degree. You have to look at yourself every 6 months and go, what the fuck am I doing wrong? But sometimes you overanalyze that. And it kills what you're doing. Why are you dismissing what got you to the game? What got you to the dance? What's that expression? Why change it,
Yeah.
Why change what got you to the dance? This is what got you to the dance. Now you want to be smart. And that's a mistake I've avoided for years, and this time I didn't avoid it. When we get smart at it is when we fail. Stay stupid. When we're stupid, we do great.
Stay stupid.
Yeah, stay stupid.
I have no problem with that.
No, me neither.
I'm a master of that.
Me neither. That's when we do our best work. We stay stupid. When we get smart and try to be geniuses, we surround them here. That's when we fucking know what the fuck did I just do. Then you're acting like Johnny White with a guy. You're acting like Johnny White, but I might as well go to Disney and stop people who have edibles. You know what I'm saying? You can't go in the park with a fucking edible. What do you give a fuck? Dog, when that guy came up to me and said that to me, he followed me. And I didn't go to my room. I was pissed.
Yeah, you looked at us. I didn't know what was going on because I was already through security. I was like looking back on what this does not look good.
Dog, you failed the cop test. You failed the cop test. Now you're breaking my fucking balls. That's what basically those guys are. They failed the test the first time. They didn't have push-ups. They get around beer stations. There's something that don't right. Then it passed the mental. You know what I'm saying? There's the mental. What the fuck knows? I don't fucking know. But for them to act that way, that's the people that usually act that way. Are the people that got booted from something and now, you know, they couldn't be a cop for some reason. I'm Spanish.
Mall cop.
Yeah, mall cop. I can't do that shit. That's what it is. You got a weapon? No, I don't give a fuck. If you ain't got a weapon, then what are you playing sheriff for? If you got a gun or a machine gun, then I can see you stopping me. But if you ain't got a weapon, why are you playing fucking cop for? You get shot like the rest of us. They put you out here to fucking play a cop with no gun. And you're actually believing that shit. People gonna listen to you without a fucking gun. The fuck is wrong with people? The fuck is wrong with people, Eddie Bravo? What are you doing stand-up again, Eddie?
Right now, Live Nation with Candace. Candace is the one who put together the San Francisco and Sacramento gigs. She's my sister-in-law. She used to work for Live Nation, and she still kind of works for him. And she's the one who presented the idea to the guy at the top. And he said, well, if they sell out San Francisco and Sacramento, we'll put them on, we'll get some more dates for them. And San Francisco they were having a comedy festival that weekend. It was the worst weekend ever. And we still got 350 people in there, and there's 400 capacity.
Yeah, that's calm.
Yeah. So we got 350, and then Sacramento, we're 10 short of selling it out in Sacramento.
Both shows or just one show?
We just did one show. We did one show each. And Live Nations, they were, I guess they were satisfied because they're going to keep it going. We're going to go to Philly, Austin. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Now you do tinfoil comedy.
Yeah, tinfoil hat comedy.
Now, when it's tinfoil comedy, do you do regular comedy or you just do comedy about aliens?
It's just my regular set, but my regular set is a little, it's, somewhere in between conspiracies and, stories of me growing up. It's not all, I'm not preaching. It's actually, I'm making more fun of tinfoil hat conspiracy theories and actually pushing it. But I didn't want to be preachy, and I just want to be just tell funny stories. And it's hard making conspiracy theories funny, but I like doing comedy in front of a room where they're at least down with the Tower 7 conspiracy. We call the shows Tower 7 and over. You gotta at least be down, because if you're way on the other side, you ain't gonna laugh today. You ain't gonna like me. You might as well get that refund right now. So that's the whole point of it. It's just basically putting together a show where we're all on the same page. I don't care about making people, the libtards laugh. I don't care about them at all. They can watch Jimmy Gaffigan or something. You know what I mean? He's awesome. I love him too, but that's generally not my crowd.
I get you.
That's it. So we did tinfoil hat comedy night just to attract.
When I was listening to you, I was just thinking about what material I would do on what is it?
Tinfoil hat.
Tinfoil hat comedy. Like if I did a guest spot, like I would talk about. It would happen to be some with the Kennedys.
Most comedians have, without even knowing, they have some conspiracy theory stuff in their comedy. Like, you listen to Cat Williams, there's a lot of conspiracy theory stuff in there, you know what I mean? But it's basically, a lot of comedy is making fun of the official stories. Like Dave Chappelle, for instance, he said AIDS comes from monkeys. That's what they said. They want us to believe that. He goes, you know how hard it is to fuck a monkey? You know what I mean? That's Dave Chappelle. That's conspiracy theory stuff. So it's like that. You know what I mean? It's not like preachy. It's just, we're kind of just making fun of it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get killed. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to go out there and try to be fucking Che Guevara or fucking Alex Jones. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not trying to be that guy. If you ask me about conspiracy theories, I'll tell you the truth. You know what I mean? I don't think we went to the moon. You know what I mean? I'll tell you my opinions. But I don't want to be this fucking leader of conspiracy theories. I like talking about them. They're fascinating, but I'm not trying to get killed. I don't need to get hung on some door with a scarf. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to do that.
You're not trying to expose it.
I'm not trying to expose shit.
Move on an existing situation.
Yeah, and you know what? I will get serious about some conspiracy theories. I do it on podcasts all the time, but I don't have to. I'm not trying. I don't have a mission to put anybody in jail or to get anybody busted or anything like that.
Hey, what's up, my friend Calic and I here. In a moment, I'm going to step into my office here at my home and pull out my computer and show you exactly, how it is that I went from barely scraping by working in a coffee shop to creating a life that I love, that revolves around the things that I'm passionate about. Before we get into that, though, can I just be perfectly honest with you? Anyone who tells you that wealth accumulation is easy, well, they're flat out lying to you. Then there's millionaires running around the internet talking about how they have a system that you can duplicate, and really what they're doing is selling a pipe dream. And anyone who flashes their Lamborghini and fancy cars with every chance that they get, while also saying that those things aren't important to them, well, they're full of you-know-what. You see, what these people are doing is attempting to prey on our most primitive desire, the desire for life to be easy. But the fact of the matter is that life, love, health, wealth, these things were never designed to be easy, because you're not here for easy. Instead, you're here to grow, learn, and be challenged so that you can become everything that you're capable of becoming. I like the way that Tony Robbins says it best. He says, if you want the key to happiness, I can sum it up for you in one word: progress. You see, there are no shortcuts, because whatever we earn in life, it will always be related to two things: the skills that we have and the demand for those skills in the marketplace. And that's the good news, because it means that in any area of your life where you're not completely fulfilled, well, you're probably just a few simple to understand skills away from having exactly what it is that you desire. Now, I'm going to step into my office here. And like I said, I'm going to pull out my computer and show you exactly what I've been up to over the last few years. And again, I want to remind you, I said, success isn't easy. But that doesn't mean that it might not be easier than whatever it is that you're doing right now. You might be wondering, hey Cal, this all sounds good, but is it going to work for me? Well, the truth is, I don't know, because only you can decide that. But it probably can't hurt to take a peek, right? So let's get started. Alright, so here we are in my home office, as you can probably tell. And as you can also probably tell, I've kind of changed it up a little bit, just kind of, changing pace as we go through this exciting content. And as you continue to stick with me here, what I'm going to do is completely demystify for you how it is that real, average, ordinary people all around the world are earning a real income over the internet, right? And I'm even going to show you how to get free training that'll help you put all what you're about to discover together, okay? So, and I want to say right up front that some of what I'm about to show you might be a little bit confusing at first. However, I promise you, as you continue to stick with me all the way up until the end of this video, everything is going to come together for you, and you're probably going to be pretty shocked at how real and simple this all is, alright? So, stick with me here. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few websites, okay, that you're probably familiar with. So here's one that you've probably heard of before: Best Buy, right? One of the biggest brands in the world. Well, most people don't even know that if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the Best Buy website, you'll see a tab called Partnerships. You'll see a little link down here that says Affiliate Program. If you click there, it clearly takes me over to a page that says Earn Money, Partner with a Trusted Brand, Joining is Free and Easy. And I can click this blue button and join now. Let's check out another website, Amazon, right? Easily one of the biggest brands in the entire world. And most people don't even know that if you scrolled all the way down to the bottom of this website, you will see much the same thing. There's a little link that says Become an Affiliate. And it clearly takes us over to a page that says Join, Advertise, and Earn. And right down here, we can click Join Now. And one more. Here's Walmart, right? Another enormous brand that most people are familiar with. And wouldn't you know, when you scroll all the way down to the bottom of their website, much the same thing. You'll see a link down here that says Affiliate Program. You can click there. On the very next page, there's a button that says Become a Member. Alright? So why am I showing you all this? Well, simply put, even the biggest brands in the world, some of the biggest brands on planet Earth, are rushing for this gold rush, which we call the digital economy. Meaning, what they're saying here is, hey, if you are interested, you can partner with us, a big brand, and we'll pay you a commission anytime you help us sell a product over the internet, right? So this is what we like to call freelance digital marketing. It's a real career that's taking off all over the globe. Now, let me pull out the whiteboard here and show you a little bit so you can sink your teeth in just a little bit more, right? Okay. Now, it's much simpler than most people think. First, in order to begin creating an income online, one of the first things we need is an audience, and two, an offer. Okay? So what is an audience? Well, an audience is a group of people that has a specific problem that they want solved or a desire that they want fulfilled. And an offer is basically the thing that's either going to solve that problem or fulfill that desire. Let me show you this real quick. Okay? This is how easy it can be to find an audience. I'm going to click over to another tab. And this tab here, I am on the Keyword Planner, Google's Keyword Planner. So this is Google's tool. It's a free tool anyone can use. All you have to do is make sure that you have a Google account. Now here's what it does. See here at the top, I typed in this term, lose weight, right? And right here down below me, it says average monthly searches for all ideas, for related ideas basically, is 1 million to 10 million. And then down here, we can scroll a little bit further, and it'll actually show me the terms. So it says clearly, lose weight, average monthly searches, 10,000 to 100,000. Weight loss, average monthly searches, 100,000 to a million. How to lose weight, 100,000 to a million. Lose weight fast, 10,000 to 100,000. So what does this mean? Well, it literally means that Google, right in front of our eyes, is showing us that millions of people per month are going to Google and looking for ways to lose weight. Now, that may not be a surprise to you. Hold on, stick with me. Now, I'm going to click over to another website. This is probably a website you haven't heard of before either. This is called ClickBank. And what ClickBank is an affiliate network. And simply put, an affiliate network is where businesses who have products can list their products online, and people like you and I can go to these websites and sign up and partner with these companies and basically get paid a commission to help those companies sell their products, right? So check this out, right up here at the top. I typed in weight loss, and what do you know? Scroll down, and right here, staring us in the eyes, it's a product, it's a fat-burning soup recipes for weight loss. Average sale, right, so average earning is $182.53, clearly stated. So what does that mean? Well, it means that if you and I were to promote this offer, we would earn on average $182.53, right, per sale that we generated. Now, that may not seem crazy to you. Stick with me. I'm going to show you something really cool in just a moment. So let's pop over to the whiteboard again, and let's go over what we just covered, right? First, in just minutes, we found a huge audience that has a very specific problem that they want solved. And then, in just a couple more minutes, we found an offer that could potentially solve that problem. So what do we do next? Simply put, what we do is we begin placing these tiny little ads online in front of that audience, basically in front of the people who are most likely to want the offer that we've decided to promote. When people click on those ads, they're taken over to the offer. They get to consume the sales material contained in that offer, and if they choose to, well, then they can buy. And this is where things get pretty exciting, because this is where you and I start to earn a real living over the internet, right? A living that allows you to not just earn some cool cash, but also have a life and enjoy it, right? So I'm going to give you an idea of how lucrative this can actually be. Right? Here's a quick little funny picture I pulled up. And yes, that is actually a picture of me laying in a bed of checks. Now I know that may sound a little weird, and I think it is kind of funny. However, it's proof of what's possible, right? Because this is a picture of me laying in over 400 commission checks that came to me via the mail in just a short 45-day time span. And I gotta be honest, when I took this down to the bank, they were a little confused too, alright? But that's a little over $130,000 in total commissions generated in just 45 days. Now again, I'm not making any sorts of guarantees, and I'm sure you're smart enough to know that all good things come work, right? So, but it does give you, like I said, it does give you an idea of what's possible. Now, let's get back to that free training that I had talked about just a few minutes ago, right? What I've put together for you, if this is something that you find awesome that you'd like to crack into, and you've kind of had that epiphany where you realize, wow, this is pretty simple. Actually, I could probably do this. Great. I've got some free training that I'm going to be giving away for a limited time. So, first I have outlined a 100% free downloadable PDF. Inside that PDF, it's going to walk you through beginning to set this system up, right? This process up. Now, it kind of goes without saying that it's a little bit, while the concept is very simple to grasp, obviously executing that concept is going to be a little bit more complicated. And what that PDF is going to do is start to bridge that gap for you. It's going to start showing you kind of how this all comes together and walking you through the steps. Once you download that PDF, you'll also have the ability to attend a 100% free 2.5-hour master class. It's called the Freelance Digital Secrets Master Class. And in that class, I'm going to pour into you as much information as I can over the course of 2.5 hours to help you get that running start so that you can begin seeing results immediately. Alright, so if you want to download the PDF, which I strongly recommend, well, if you're on a mobile device, you're going to want to click right up over here. And if you're on a desktop device, you're going to want to click right over there. Okay, so again, download the PDF right now. Click right here if you're on a mobile, or click right on over here if you're on a desktop, and I look forward to seeing you in the rest of the content, my friend. Thanks for watching. Take care.
I don't want to get suicided. I'm not trying to do any of that. So, you can call me a shill or whatever. Who the fuck cares?
Let me ask you a question.
You know what I mean? I just...
ask you a few questions. I don't know if you know this. Where I come from, in Jersey, it's where they see the most Martian views in the country.
Where?
You know that, right?
Where?
Northern New Jersey is where they see the most Martian landings. I've had people on the show before, and I've broke it down for them.
Yeah.
Where I come from, Hudson County Park, YouTube, Martians, 1976. Where I come from, that park where we used to mug the pedophiles and shit when we were kids. When we were kids, they closed that park off for a couple of days because there was a rocket ship that landed on it. It's like the same thing that landed on the moon, full of 4 legs. And it landed in the Hudson County Park, bro, where I grew up. And all the government agencies came, they roped it off. And they took fucking samples from the soil. And the people who lived in those buildings, like 6 to 8 witnesses, got hit by cars and died of heart attacks and shit.
What's your answer?
Hudson County Park Martians. One guy, 2 people were talking about the lights, how they saw the lights and the thing land in Hudson County Park. And that 4 little things with astronaut suits came out. And they took samples. Shit, this is classic shit. In fact, when the Sopranos, they spoke about it. When they were having an argument one day, they said that 2 months ago you were saying that you saw a rocket ship in Tenafly. All that area is hotbed, some fucking Martian landings and shit like that. Look, there you go, UFOs. Joey Diaz, UFO sightings, Hudson County Park, motherfucker. There it is right there, dog. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with, bro? That's the one.
Is there any clips?
I think this us talking about it on the podcast.
Right there, UFOs, North Bergen, New Jersey.
It's a history joke.
This is no joke. I ain't fucking with you, G-Money. You think I would fucking...
This is also a place where there have been persistent claims of alien and UFO sightings. George Obarski owned a Manhattan liquor store and drove the same route back to his home in North Bergen, New Jersey, every night for decades. At 3 a.m. on the morning of January 12, 1975, as he was driving through the local park, his radio reception suddenly became distorted. He related the subsequent events to UFO investigator Bud Hopkins, who recorded his story with a portable tape recorder.
Well, I would say that thing was 30 feet across. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
It's time.
It seemed to be, I would say, maybe 6 feet high. Like a pancake. was thrown up on it like a pancake.
Right.
And the thing landed right ahead of me.
He described small figures he got out. He said they looked like kids in snowsuits. They were each one carrying a kind of a squarish receptacle, long, like shovel.
What up, Mad G?
They dug soil sample extremely quickly, scooting up the dirt, put it in the little satchels, and got back in the craft. He said they moved incredibly fast, like kids coming down a fire escape. And the thing took off. He was absolutely terrible.
You want to know what I think, see?
Even after Georgia,
You want to hear crazy shit?
Hold on.
Oh.
he had encountered.
That's the fucking how many grams of coke I bought in that building? That's right, Circle. They call it the grinder. It's a Circle building.
I used to be a big UFO guy. I was about it, like, all the reports and the sightings, and then it looked like the government was trying to cover it up with Project Blue Book. You're like, look, it's real because look, the government's trying to cover it up. But when you look into it, from the dawn of time, all dictators and emperors and tyrants, they all had the same goal or the same ultimate dream: one world government. They all wanted it. They all try to figure out how the fuck can they get everybody to be under one fucking emperor. And they knew way back in Babylon times that the best way, the quickest way would be if there was some sort of invasion from the sky. If there was some sort of invasion, then everybody would just jump in and agree to a one world government. They wouldn't have to do all this propaganda and mindfuck, mindfuck routines. So, but they could never do it. How are you going to get everyone to believe that there's a fake alien invasion? That was just something that it's been written. It's like a Jesuit order plan. But there's no way how are you going to do that? How are you going to fake an alien invasion? So, if you want to get crazy, the crazy people believe that it's always been the grand plan, and that's what we've been working to step by step. They believe
I don't want to interview you while you play.
Like Roswell and all those Martian movies in the 50s were all designed to convince people that the aliens.
So is that one of your favorite suits to wear?
That it's possible that we could be attacked
I
by
like it.
aliens,
That's too
and
bad.
that would push.
Take the helmet off.
They know
Would
that's
you like the intimidation factor?
So, still the technology back in the 50s and 60s, it looks like shit. Look at those Martian movies.
Just stupid how you can buy your way to it.
Shit. So, the conspiracy theory is the government decided, let's pretend like we're hiding it. Let's stage some shit, like crash some shit, just tell people, spread the rumors that themselves that it was an alien aircraft, and post a bunch of shit like Roswell was faked.
You get so lucky on these sniper shots.
They made you think. They wanted you to think that they were covering it up.
I watched
This is the crazy conspiracy theory. So year after year, that was the plan. The plan was we have to get everyone to believe somehow that it's possible to get attacked by aliens from space. So that's where all the movies came from. Star Wars, everything. The moon missions, Disneyland, all that shit to get us to believe, to prepare us for the fake alien invasion.
Eat your face.
Direct us right into a new world order. And they get the presidents to say that in front of the UN. I'm going to play you something real quick. It's going to take 1 second. This is Ronald Reagan. This is Ronald Reagan. And they all say this. Clinton, Obama, even Trump said it. They have a speech that they're supposed to say, and this is it right here. This is the speech. There's going to be 15 seconds. This is Ronald Reagan at the UN. All right?
To make us recognize this common bound, I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing it.
So I'm just creating this dope website, Wix. Let me show you how I did it.
Look at that rapper that died.
Children as a coming into the world. Just like all the resources and all the people and everything.
and they were flying.
Joe Rogan's for $2.8 million now.
What's interesting though is there's another research
Joey
in the
did
60s.
only snagged fucking like
Especially
2,000 of those in the last
American
fucking
cars in
year.
the 60s were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then the
Came up a
gas
little bit,
prices
but
got
right.
you got 2 million when you're on the fucking shit.
2.8.
That's insane.
Almost 3.
I had a Pinto. It was a bad car.
But like I'm a muscle car fan, right? So
Yeah.
like for me, the golden era was like 1960s to somewhere around 71. You got the last of the great cars. Like 71 Barracuda is still pretty badass.
Right.
Then 72 starts to look a little shitty.
Like the
73.
Mustangs.
Yeah, once you get to 75, they're dog shit.
Right.
76. But by the time 1980 rolls around, just fucking light those things on fire.
Because of the gas?
Well, the gas crisis came. They started making cars cheaper, and they were just lighter. They tried to make them more fuel efficient. And something happened to the way they
There
look.
it is.
Yeah, it's design.
They do this stuff.
Shit.
Yeah.
Like, look at that. That's a 79 Mustang. So
It's terrible.
now, I want you to. So this is 1979.
Yeah.
This piece of shit. Now I want you to Google 1969 Mach 1. Get ready for this motherfucker. 1969 Mach 1. Boom, son. Click on that black one right there. Click on that. Come the fuck on. How do you go from that?
Yeah.
How do you go from that and 10 years later you have that boxy piece of shit? Look at that red one, the upper right hand.
Yeah, that looks like it should come with Steve McQueen in it.
Oh, good. Look at that thing. What a fucking car that is. God damn. That doesn't get your dick hard. Go to a doctor.
It comes with Steve McQueen and a naked gal in the back.
Steve McQueen had a 68. Go 1968 Steve McQueen Mustang. It's a green one. There it is. Boom.
Yeah.
Look at that. Come on, man.
What did they do?
Fuck.
That's more than the gas. That's something happened in the company.
Something happened with life.
Yeah, something happened at Ford.
Look how gorgeous that is.
God.
That is a fucking work of art. There's the lines on that thing.
Look up a 76 Toyota Corolla. 1976. I want to show you what a badass vehicle I was driving. Yeah, that yellow one.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, my baby shit orange.
Here's the thing. That thing would start up every day.
Yes, 100%.
That's the difference. It might look like a piece of shit, and it most certainly does.
That was it. That was the color, baby shit orange. And, and I put a racing stripe along the side.
Did you really?
Yeah, and I had a horn in it that played 200 different tunes.
Oh, like Dukes of Hazzard style?
Yeah, or Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
I had everything. I had a CB in it.
What?
Contact my friends on my CB.
You had a CB?
We're going to the Dairy Queen. Over.
Did your friends have CBs too? Or you
Yeah,
just
we
shouting
had
out to the abyss.
No. We had like 3 friends with CBs. Because we had no phones.
That's hilarious.
We're going to, is there a party? I'm not sure. We're going to the Dairy Queen. Okay, get me a butter for your Blizzard. Be there in a minute.
Explain that to me. How do you choose what channel?
You just choose. We all knew we were on channel, 4.
How many channels are there?
Not that many, actually.
So how close do you have to be?
Like 10 miles.
So within 10 miles you could use it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Why
all.
didn't everybody have
That's all you're doing.
CBs back then?
Because they weren't thinking. I had a Toyota Corolla with a horn that played 200 songs. I was into it. I was having a blast. I was so happy to be out of the house.
But isn't that amazing? Like, I'm thinking about this now. Like,
Yeah.
how often people use cell phones and such. What were people thinking back then? Like, why didn't they get CBs on their cars?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Why wouldn't everybody have one?
I don't know. And especially then, it was like the big trucking era. It was, remember Convoy?
Dude,
We
Smokey
got
the
a
Bandit.
big Convoy. Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit had it.
Come on.
I was like,
He
come
had
on.
it. Smokey and the Bandit had it in his Trans Am. Right?
Yeah, that's right. They were talking to each other.
What year was that? I think he had a 79 Trans Am.
Yeah, I was going to put it in 78.
Says that CBs exploded in the 70s when the oil crisis caused the miles per hour on the highways to go down to 55, and truckers started using them to tell each other where the best gas prices were. Like the network started with people using CBs.
Okay, rubber duck.
That's funny, because I would have thought that they were exploded because they were using them to tell each other where the cops were.
Yeah, like Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, dude, when I was in high school, it was 55 miles per hour is the speed limit, which is just fucking torture.
Torture.
That's torture. Like,
What are you doing to people?
who do you think you are telling people to go 55 miles on the highway?
On a highway?
Yeah, and with a 400 horsepower.
In my Toyota Corolla, it's just that.
I tried shooting him.
Like the third thing was.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine that would be a big one. I mean, that's what Waze is pretty good for that.
He was just
Waze,
dancing.
like, police spotted ahead.
Right.
Oh, Waze snitch.
That was it. And then he ended up and got me. I hate not having fucking
I remember
material.
that. I remember that.
Yeah, I should have hit that skunk down.
And just got out of
They all got
Blocking yourself.
Star.
Yeah.
Do you remember when these morons were
You just get locked in and I want to kill
Remember
everyone.
when people were doing that
Like
like around
walking?
San Francisco? There was recently.
Yeah, well, they would walk, like for approaches, they would walk out
Yeah.
and just walk on the highway.
Yeah. What the fuck was that about?
Yeah,
Thank God people have stopped doing that.
Yeah, you want everyone to hate you?
Well, it's not just that. It's
So
like
are you an individual or
from
Sativa
being
guy?
able to get to a hospital. You might cost people loved ones' lives, and they did.
Well, that's what happened with Governor Christie when he closed down the bridge. He has a couple people died because of that.
Are you an
Because they couldn't
indica
get
or
to
sativa
the
guy?
hospital they were in.
How is he
Smoke weed, brother.
Hell yeah.
Guys, they're worst.
How's he not in jail?
He should totally be in jail. Other people went to jail for it.
That is just
Oh, he
fucking
sees him
straight
playing that board,
corruption. Just to make that
It's
call,
just like
the
she's-
audacity.
Nice.
The balls to make that fucking call and say, shut down the bridge.
That guy was
I'm gonna have some M&Ms.
so arrogant. Do you remember seeing when they closed the beaches and him and his family were the only one on the beach?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that says everything.
Just his bodies.
Personally, I like that skin
Yeah.
myself.
He had an operation, too.
Nice.
He had a stomach stapler.
Did he really? And ate through it? Look at that.
Fucking
Every beach was closed. Every state beach was closed. I think on the 4th of July. And him and his fat family were just sitting there on the beach. Just, what an F you to everybody. Look at that. Nobody else allowed.
Is this the one that goes on tonight?
And why were the beaches closed down?
No, it was time about
For the budget. He ordered him closed.
Right, because they couldn't pay for people to watch the beaches. That was
Yeah, it's like one of those hissing matches between, who's going to cover up for the budget. And on the 4th of July.
Sand portrait of him. Someone made him in the sand.
Yeah, the 4th of July. Look at him in his little shower sandals. Oh. So,
I think the kids call those slides.
They call them slides.
Yeah, the kids call those slides.
I hate slides.
I call them flip-flops. Like, no, don't flip-flop. Don't just slide.
When I see someone in the airport with slides on, I just want to punch them.
There's a lot of dudes who have slides in the airport with socks on.
Uh,
What are you doing?
exactly.
What are you doing here? Why does that annoy me?
Because it's lazy. You don't like lazy. It's lazy.
Yeah, but I have those Solomon running shoes that don't even have, they don't have laces. They have like this little tab you pull, and you pull it down, and it tightens up, and you open it up, and it's like Velcro.
Yeah, but you're still pulling a tab.
right
At
now?
least there's a little something there. Yeah, that can just stick them in your feet. Flop, flop,
Is that
weird. Flop,
People don't
flop.
like that? Is that why people don't like that?
Yeah, because they're lazy. Just go to the airport and be as comfortable as possible.
Very excited.
It makes me so angry.
Why?
Because you're a 25-year-old man sitting on the floor of an airport waiting for your thing next to your shower sandals.
It's not a lot of people do it, though. It's not a lot of people do it, but enough people do it with the socks and the slides.
Yeah.
Bothers you.
It bothers me so much. I don't know why.
Does it bother you more or less than flip-flops?
A little bit more, which is pretty crazy because I really railed against people with flip-flops.
Like Bert Kreischer wears flip-flops.
Disgusting. It's so gross. And people act like their feet don't have... Your feet have a real bacteria between the toes. There's like a real... there's real germs in there. And then they're just slipping them off with their toes in the magazine rack.
But Bert is like this life and party type character. That's part of his thing.
It's his thing. I love him.
There's a video of him on a fucking skateboard flying down the street. Do you understand the damage to your toes that you can do for the rest of your life? Your toes will be fucked up if you crash. He's flying down the street with flip-flops on.
He's hilarious. But no. I mean, at least he's a character, like a bigger-than-life character. You're just your flip-flop and you don't care, and your pants are hanging off just to get on a flight to Boise. Just come on.
My boys, I like to pick on boys.
I love it. Because it's a shorter play. I'm like, you can't even get it together for a short play. You know, it's disgusting. It's weird.
I have very specific ideas about footwear. I judge people when I see them.
Yeah.
Including Jamie. No, I don't know. You gave me them. I don't have them. They're exactly where you exact. Right.
I think I was here.
Yeah.
That was like 6 months ago, right?
When he gave them me, they're in the box right there. I've contemplated running in them, running through the creek and filming it because people love these things so much. But I don't want to run in them.
Are they expensive?
Because I like running in shoes that are actually supposed to be running in. Yeah, they're expensive. Look at him.
He's upset.
Jamie's one generation younger than me, so his idea of what these things are is different than my idea.
Well, I feel like they're mad at you for saying that right now. Some people are, some people think it's hilarious that you would do that.
That I'm running them?
Yeah.
I know they're mad at me. But they're dumb. If you're mad at me for what I would do with a pair of sneakers, you're a fucking idiot. Alright? You need to get your shit together. It's not thinking about sneakers.
You're thinking about sneakers too much.
Are you happier that they're just sitting here? People think I'm joking.
Yeah, what do they look like?
They're sitting here in this fucking box. I'm not joking. I mean, I didn't plan this out. They're here in this box. Here.
People who are into them are like, oh my god, you got them there, you're not using them.
And you're not even flossing. You should be out flossing, man. Where are those?
Dude didn't have shit or what?
Are you?
There was nothing for them.
Meet your father.
Is that this fucking sniper down there?
Slavery arrives, and nothing
Where the fuck did that come from?
the same. Kingdom, all new Tuesdays at 9, and watch anytime on demand and on the TNT app.
He's taunting me because I mock his all the time. They look like some sneakers from the 80s.
Right.
It's like they look like the sneaker version of that shitty Mustang from 1979.
No man, they're cool.
The whole back end sticks out like this. The heel has like a duck bill behind you.
It's so stupid.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, but
That Kanye West has a large effect on humans. Very interesting.
yeah.
Family Feud.
I heard.
They're on Family Feud?
Well, was it any good?
I just heard Howard Stern talking about it.
I hope they asked tough questions just to see them fall apart. Try being a book in that house. You will collect dust, motherfucker.
When you read, I don't care, it's broken up into chapters.
Yeah, they didn't read shit in that house. They didn't read tweets. Elon Musk wants to do the podcast.
Right back here on the Feud. Really?
Yeah. Message me.
Can I come in as your co-host?
No.
I'll just listen like everybody else. That's really cool.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Yeah, he wants to get his Model 3 up to some high level of production, and once it's done,
The
take
tunnels?
some time away. No, Model 3 Tesla.
Oh, the Model 3. Yeah, he's close.
Concentrating on
First 1,000 flamethrowers this weekend.
Yeah, what's up with that? Why is he on flamethrowers?
I don't know.
I almost bought one. What happened? Like, I was
Buy one.
And you couldn't do it.
Take it out back.
You couldn't do it as a flamethrower, so he named it Not a Flamethrower. So
Is that what it's called?
yeah, it's called Not a Flamethrower. So that way
I
you
have
can
a
actually.
company, not a flamethrower. Wow.
It's like some airport hangar to pick them up. Like
Okay, but what
do you
happens
do
when
with them?
people get killed by these things? Wait a minute, is there a mariachi band playing?
They're having a good
It's a
time.
flamethrower thing?
Yeah, it's the big unveiling.
That's where you pick them up?
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Is that real?
Yeah.
So go back up to that photo of the flamethrower. Jesus Christ. Look at that fucking thing. Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'll just throw my propane.
Seems like it's a
Focus that.
to when your enemies come close and you run out of
Yeah, trapped him inside there with me.
yeah,
Yeah, flamethrowers.
yeah, you need to burn them instead of shoot them because it's a you're on a spaceship. If you look
Oh,
at a
yeah,
spaceship,
fuck yeah. I don't like this Player 301, Player 369. I get killed by people like that all the time. Yeah, or their computer. Their cross network. Or something. It's something. Player 301. Fucking dumb.
Terrible technique.
That's what it
You're
is.
supposed to tuck that in your arm, honey.
yeah, but there's not a lot of kickback on a flamethrower.
Do that like you're a goddamn professional. Like, we exercise some trigger control too.
What about his
Trigger
tunnels?
discipline.
What about all his tunnels?
Well,
I didn't realize how many tunnels he wants.
Dude, he wants us. He's doing everything. He's making flamethrowers.
Yeah.
He's making these gigawatt factories, these gigantic batteries that are powering Australia.
Yeah. In Nevada.
He's a very, very unusual human being.
It's amazing. It's just the balls. Just do it. You get an idea, just do it.
She does not know how to handle that.
But somebody told me they saw him speaking about the tunnels, and you just got to get approval. There's stupid things got to get passed. And he doesn't just want a tunnel like from here to LAX. He wants multiple tunnels. So like if you're going to the United terminal, it takes you right there. If it goes to the American one, it takes you there. It's going to be a whole like ant farm of tunnels all through the city.
What happens if we get an earthquake?
Yeah,
what happens if there's a tsunami? Do those things fill up with water? Does everybody drown inside those tubes?
It says the tunnels are weatherproof.
Yeah, that means when it rains.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but what about an earthquake? I don't think earthquake is weather.
I know. This dude sucks so
No,
bad.
I know.
Both dudes suck so bad.
I don't know.
Like in what way?
I had a couple little instances where I was like,
Yeah, see, the little computer.
I've never been claustrophobic before.
1994 in North Richmond, 1989, Loma Prieta, North California earthquake, no damage to tunnels. 1985 Mexico City earthquake, no damage to tunnels, which were then used to transport rescue personnel.
The tunnels were in shape, but there's a big rock over the hole that gets you out of the tunnel.
Yeah, right. A building fell on it.
Yeah.
The elevator won't take you out, and now you're stuck in that little elevator.
Living in a tunnel for the rest of your life.
In there. Try walking, and you get clipped by some guy in a Tesla going 120 miles an hour in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Get run over.
Everyone's turning into rap
Because
people.
the tunnel's not big enough for you to walk in.
Yeah, these things are called electric skates, which people get on, like a subway car. Like a pod, yeah, instead of your car getting in there.
But small, like only like 16 people.
Yeah.
Right to the airport. Right to downtown. Yeah. It'd be pretty cool, but I don't know if my claustrophobia will kick in.
He's got that, and then this other thing, the Hyperloop. He's doing that Hyperloop thing, too.
The Hyperloop is the,
That's the fucking train that goes to San Francisco in like 13 seconds.
That's him, too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just keep doing it.
But this is the crazy thing, it's one guy. Like, how is this one guy that innovative? How is he that smart?
I don't know. He's, but is he funny?
He's pretty funny sometimes.
He's a comedy
He
fan.
came to the store.
Yeah, he's been
to the store.
Yeah, he was at Largo.
Just getting grenades grenade thrown at him too.
That's the only. Oh, he
Didn't break none of his fucking shit.
Smart
Nothing.
guy.
It just sucks so bad.
That was my only time I worried about him. I saw him like in some events. I was like, oh no, what is he doing?
Probably just getting some of that crazy.
I just Googled hyper. She's beautiful.
Must be another dude in here.
I know he is doing that, but I might not be the only person. Maybe he's just involved in the project. It's different.
Well, he's also involved in the fucking rocket project.
SpaceX. He's going to Mars.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you talked about 3D printing?
A couple times, yeah.
I just watched that recent Vice 3D printing.
Pretty amazing. Oh my god. Yeah. Do you know who has one? That guy,
Bert Kreischer?
the fucking puppet guy? Jeff,
He makes a
he makes a lot of shit. He was on Opie and Anthony back in the day. Apparently he's like a super tech geek.
Yeah.
And he was on Opie and Anthony
I
back in the
just
day.
don't know what's going on, dude. I just get so jealous after I die, dude.
Really complex.
Mike, they're making human body parts. They're making human ears.
There he is, making the Ahmed Mobile, Control Chaos, Jeff Dunham. So he does all
Is that
this
a robot
stuff
doing?
himself. He's a fucking character.
What?
Is that a robot or something?
It's amazing. You can put anything in the computer. Like actually, there was a show like a dishwasher. The guy wanted to manufacture the part inside a dishwasher. The computer says, "No, we can improve on that part, and we're
going to alter the shape of it and have it be like this, and then it makes that.
He's gonna work this dude. This dude's so dumb. Each person has just an act.
It's amazing.
They think that in the future you won't be buying things. You'll be downloading schematics. And then getting the raw materials.
Right.
And the raw materials you'll have like in your machine, and it'll make whatever you need. Like say if you need a French press,
Robot monster.
it'll make a French press, a 3D print French press for you. You won't go to the store and buy one. You just like download the whatever it is.
You don't need a manufacturer. No one's going to be in this business of making presses.
Less and less. But the thing is, like, more and more demand would be for things like this table.
Right.
Like craftsmanship, where someone makes something for you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, which is, you're kind of seeing that now. Like, people are getting, there's all these restaurants that are, like, kind of farm to table, wooden, metal, and everything is, like, rustic, and everything is, like, kind of retro.
Everyone has armpit hair.
That's not what we're talking about. They have razors long hair. There's no excuse for girls to have armpit hair. Isn't it funny, guys? It's fine. I have armpit hair. Do you have armpit hair?
I do. Yeah.
If you don't have armpit hair, I'm like, what happened? You got a disease, bro?
Were you in a fire?
Alopecia?
Does your friend have a flamethrower?
It's like girls with their junk. Like, okay, here's a perfect example. Butthole hair on girls.
Right.
Like when we were kids.
Can't get enough.
Standard. It was normal. It was there. It was chaos.
Right, just how you grew.
It was just a big fucking pile of whatever. Nowadays, if you're a gal, you're a young single gal, and you got butthole hair, you're taking some risks. Right? Like, I don't care. Love me who I am.
Yeah, you must be into older men, because that's the only one that can.
Love me for who I am. Like, no. No, we're not doing that anymore. We're trying to evolve, and what's evolving is women's hair.
You gotta start somewhere.
Right? Like, how many women, when you go to the beach, how many women shave their legs? All of them.
All of them.
That's fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, it's weird.
Like, the grooming standards that we've imposed on women, like the cultures imposed on women.
It's pretty crazy.
It's fucking right.
It's so crazy.
In comparison to us, like you and I?
Yeah.
Look at us balding, fucking hairy, armpits and shit.
I have one patch of hair on my back.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like one side.
like when American Werewolf in London, the transformation sequence.
Yeah, like I stopped the waterway through.
It's fun. I mean, the standards.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's very weird.
It's weird. But what's also weird is that people who are women who are really progressive still like doing certain parts of that. For me as a man watching it, it's like, yeah, we're all the same, let's own it and stuff, but I'm still gonna put this big line on my eyes to make it look like I'm gonna put extra lashes on to make it look like, it's weird. Like what you choose to
sculpted eyebrows and shit.
Eyebrows.
Some dudes sculpt their eyebrows.
Yeah.
We got a word for those guys.
Because they were in.
It starts with an F, ends with a T, and it rhymes with faggot. No.
Cabaret stuff?
Yes. It's an abundant.
No, it's very bizarre. I always feel like, but they also like, it's empowering to feel good, and it does make women feel good to be in the field.
Well, then there's different standards for gay folks. Like gay guys, they do it way different. And by the way, when I use that,
right. 5. Wow.
We know. Consider this.
Be careful though. Gotta be careful in today's day and age.
Yeah, but people know you're a good person.
Some people don't.
They know you're a good person.
It's a dangerous time.
Did you hear the Lisa Lampanelli thing?
What happened?
She was screaming at an audience member. Like,